Hey humans! Welcome back to the culture page. We are nearly done with the Unit 6. Tourism. Here are some questions. Work in pairs. No, you cannot come together. Discuss the questions below. Some English friends are coming to Turkey on holiday. They want to see some interesting sights in Istanbul. Where would you tell them to go? Do you know anything about Istanbul? Where would you tell them to go in Istanbul? Or, second question, out of Istanbul, where would you tell them to go? Interesting parts, interesting cities, towns of Turkey. What would you recommend to the foreign friends? Read the tourist guide website. Which of the attractions would you most like to visit and why? Here, please follow me on your books. I will start the script here.
Istanbul, for the more adventurous traveller. When planning a trip to Istanbul, everyone will say you should visit the Blue Mosque, Topkapi Palace, Hagia Sophia, and the Grand Bazaar. These are all magnificent places, but why not also explore some different attractions where the crowds and bus tours don't go? Rustem Pasha Mosque. Built in the 16th century, this mosque is spectacular, but hardly any tourists ever visit. Find the mosque up some stairs, above some shops, near the Spice Bazaar. It's small and beautifully decorated with blue and red Iznik tiles. It's like no other mosque in the city. Sahaflar Çarşısı, Old Book Bazaar. Look out for books of all sizes and all ages, some printed, some handwritten, some beautifully illustrated by hand. It's near the busy Grand Bazaar, but here you can wander about in peace away from the crowds, and sometimes pick up a real bargain. Galata Bridge. Look down on the bridge from the Galata Tower. On the upper level, you can see crowds of people, trams, buses, and locals fishing for their dinner. Underneath, tourists sit at waterside restaurants, and from a nearby stop, commuters catch their ferries home. If you're very lucky, you may see dolphins. Chinaraltı Tea House. Take the ferry to Çengelköy. Chinaraltı is an old tea house right by the water. The name means under the plane tree, referring to an enormous ancient tree in the little square by the tea house. Sip a glass of Turkish black tea and lose track of time as you look out over the Bosphorus.
All right. Can you answer these questions about the reading? Pause the video and answer them, please. Give short answers. Here's the key. What problem might you find at the Grand Bazaar and Topkapi Palace? Yeah, crowds and bus tours. Yeah. Why is the Rustem Pasha Mosque unusual? It's beautifully decorated with blue and red Iznik tiles. You know tile? Tile, Iznik tiles, Kütahya tiles, Çini tile. Where could you find something at a very good price. Saflar Çarşısı. Old Book Bazaar. Very good price, very cheap. Here, real bargain. Real bargain. It means very cheap. And next question. What activities can you do on Galata Bridge? Have a meal, drink in a restaurant, catch a ferry, or you can fish. And why is the tea house called Çınaraltı? The name means under the plane tree, Çınar, plane tree, referring to an enormous ancient tree in the little square by the tea house. And there are some more words here. Tile, çini. And Spice Bazaar, baharat çarşısı, Mısır çarşısı İstanbul'daki. Mısır çarşısı böyle çevrilmiş. And here, real bargain, we said that. Very cheap. Very good price. Wander about. Walk around. Wander about. Walk around. Grand Bazaar, kapalı çarşı. And here, Galata Bridge. Commuters. People who go to work every day. Go to work and come back every day. İşe gidip gelen insanlar demek. Günlük. In a routine. Underneath, it means under. Yeah. Under the bridge. Underneath. Under the bridge. And here, sip. Sip a glass of Turkish black tea. Yudumlamak, sip. Now listening time. Listen to a dialogue between George and Susan. Answer the questions. Which area in Turkey has Susan just visited on holiday? Yes, which area? Just write the name of the area. Which two places did she visit there? There, in that area. Which two other places did she visit there? And what else did she do? What activities? Listen and answer them, please.
Culture 6. Exercises 4 and 6.
I hear you're just back from Turkey. How was it?
It was amazing.
Where did you go?
I went to Cappadocia, which is in central Turkey. It's got the most amazing scenery.
What's it like?
The landscape there is spectacular. There are rock formations sticking out of the ground. Some are shaped like cones, some like mushrooms. They call them fairy chimneys.
What a great name!
Yeah, and the people have dug into the rock to make rooms and houses and churches. You have to see it to believe it.
It sounds amazing. So, what did you do there?
We visited an open-air museum in Jiram, where there are lots of churches and chapels, many of them dug into the rock. And there are some beautiful wall paintings in the churches with amazingly bright colours.
Nice!
Then we went to Kaymakli. It's an underground city.
An underground city?
Yes, there's a whole city underground with over 100 tunnels. As well as houses, there are churches, stables for horses and other animals, and lots of storerooms. Historians think the population of Kaymakli was quite large.
Sounds wonderful.
Yes, there are 36 underground cities in Turkey, and this is the biggest one.
Amazing.
But the best thing of all was the balloon flight.
A balloon flight? Really?
Yes. Cappadocia is one of the best places in the world for hot air ballooning. You take off at sunrise. The light is fantastic at that time of day. I'll show you some photos. The wind isn't very strong early in the morning, so you float slowly over the fairy chimneys and the beautiful landscape. We were just over 500 metres above the ground. I can't describe the views. The whole experience was wonderful.
Wow, I'd love to go there.
I've already booked to go again next year. There's so much more to see and do. I want to go hiking next time, and I'm definitely going for another ride in a balloon.
Could you answer? Let's see. Cappadocia in central Turkey, central Anatolia. Which two places did she visit in Cappadocia? Open Air Museum and Kaymaklı. What else did she do? She had a ride in a hot air balloon. So, these are hot air balloons. So here, now, part 5. Can you complete the sentences with these words? Cones, bright, chimney. Chimney. These are chimneys. Baca. Underground, float. Hot air balloons are floating in the air. Floating. Süzülmek. Rock formations, tunnels, wall paintings and scenery. Please try to fill in the gaps with these words. If you need, you can listen to the script one more time. Here's the key. Cappadocia has got amazing scenery. There are rock formations sticking out of the ground. Some of them are shaped like cones or mushrooms. These are called fairy chimneys, peri bacaları. At Göreme there are lots of churches with beautiful wall paintings. The colors are amazingly bright. Kaymaklı is an underground city. It's got 100 tunnels which run between churches, stables, ahır, stable, and storerooms, depolar. In a hot air balloon, you float slowly over the fairy chimneys. Okay. And that's the end of the culture page. See you in the next video. Bye bye.